I wasn't happy with my last eyelet and how high it was raising this side of the switch up. What's this? Probably empty, but it's a Milwaukee box. We'll find something to use the Milwaukee box for. Garage clean out. Yeah, I will pick trash. I have found some amazing things on the side of the road. And so many times I'll see something really cool and I'll drive by it because I'm in a hurry. So, yeah, so you see the red Milwaukee box and it's like, whoop, put on the brakes, put it in reverse, back up, and you know, you're thinking, one side of your mind is saying, oh, it's a portable bandsaw, it's a drill, it's a hammer drill. And the other side of your head is saying, it's nothing, it's nothing. Who would put something like that on the side of the road? But hey, you never know. I did find a Sawzall on the side of the road once, and somebody's right there in the case and everything, and the guy didn't have a battery for it. Ended up not using that Sawzall, but I listed it on eBay, got rid of it. Made a few bucks on it. So people will throw money away. If you're not out and about, you don't get to find it. So there was something in that container, and I haven't even looked at it. But it's not a tool. It's not that heavy. It could just be trash or charger. Never know. We'll look at it later. Even if there's nothing of value in there, and I'm sure there's probably nothing that person valued, that probably nothing that I would value either. But even so, it's a nice case. I can consolidate some tools in there, or some fixtures, or a jig, or something that I build, and have a nice storage case to put something on the shelf. I have not put the videos up on it. I need to go back and edit those. But I made a bearing press kit, and I don't have a container for that yet, so that container's too big for that purpose. But there's reasons to grab things like that. We'll see what happens with it. Well, let's just see what's in here. Oh, wait a minute. Give you an idea what it sounds like. Doesn't sound like much to me. Come on. One-handed open. You can do it, Dave. You can do it. Oh. It was a Sawzall box. Wow. So I have another one of these kind of blow-molded containers that I cut out in order to make a bigger toolbox. So that's probably what will happen to this one. Because it will make a decent storage box for something. I didn't really expect to find anything of value in there. I was out and about, and I went into the Sears store and went through the tools, and a lot of times when I go in those now, they're not very well stocked, and they were doing some inventory changeover, and they had these Nicholson high tension saws on sale, and it was like 10 or 10.50, an amazing deal. So these normally sell for 20, 22 bucks, something like that. Fantastic. I've never had a high tension hacksaw. Let's try it out. Of course, I didn't read the directions. Oh, look, you can put the blade on here at a 45-degree angle if you want. And, oh, I see.
So they've got the blade on here backwards initially, and I notice you can put the blade on at a 45-degree angle, and I'm pretty sure this mechanism up here, oh yeah, that releases the tension on the blade. So we'll put the blade so it cuts on the pull stroke. Push the lever down, put the keeper over it. So that's pretty tight. See if we can go even a little tighter. I tightened it by turning in this thumb screw down here. It's on a threaded shaft that this lever pulls on. There we go. See if it's any higher. That sounds tight. Let's give it a go. I'm working on a little project in the house. We bought a garden kit, salad garden kit, and I'm dressing it up. Trying to get a clean start here. There we go. Maybe just break it in the blade. There we go. Almost cut myself, but that cut pretty good. Got a pin mark right here you can't see. Okay, so we're getting some vibration out here. I'm going to move this in much closer to the vise. Broke a blade. Wow. Oh, wow, I didn't break the blade. It popped off. Maybe I didn't have it tight enough. I don't know. That's disappointing. Perhaps I should reconstruct the packaging and read the directions. Well, I mean, that's about all I can squeeze down with my thumb. I'm surprised that came off there. Well, let's finish that cut. I'm going to have to use this a little more before I pass judgment on it. I don't know why that would have came off. But there's my new Nicholson high tension saw. Close-up view. Perhaps I'll try a stare-up blade. I have some of those. Making a 3-hole strap here. Got them all taped together, so we'll grind them all at once. cooled. You want to take your speed down to use these countersink bits, and I really like the ones where that just has a single cut in it, a single flute. They seem to work a lot better. You don't need a lot of speed. There we go, not completely flush, but looks pretty good. I've already put the first coat on here. I may have not recorded that, and I'm going to turn these over. Painting the heads of the screws so they don't rust. And you want to always shake your paint good. I'm shaking it before each coat, and don't spray vertically like this. It's very easy to miss edges. So you kind of want to spray at maybe a 45-degree angle, and that way you're picking up multiple surfaces. The edge of the material and the top surface. And I did that when I painted the other side as well. So that means my edges will get multiple coats, and I shouldn't have any unpainted edges when I pick these parts up. Klutz. Okay. Ooh. The paint can's going to foul up, of course. Let that dry and put it together. Man, it's cold out here, 28 degrees. Well, you won't believe what happened today. I'm showing my pass on the way into work. Hit the down button on the control here, and I hear a pop, and uh-oh, and I hear the mechanism running down. I ran the mechanism back up, opened the door, handed my ID out. Then later on I went to lunch, and absent-mindedly I hit the down button on the window when I'm going through the drive-thru. So the thing moves down what would be a few inches, the sound of the motor running and the power window going down, and then the glass just goes whoosh and drops all the way to the bottom. So I got my door all apart here, and my dirty truck, oh, it needs detailed. Got the door all apart here. It's 28 degrees out. I found that this rail here, and this is on a little bit of the mechanism that slides a little bit as the arms go up and down. It's become unglued. So I goop adhesived this one here, and I can see it through the hole. There's another one up there. Here's the area where it's glued onto the window in the back. It's got another area like that in the front. There he is. He's got a truck with several different colors on it. Rust, yeah. Weird guy. Okay, so I'm gonna run the thing up and close and line it up on the glass and close the window and leave it overnight. Now I had to come home from work 14 miles with the window down and 28 degrees. Let me tell you, that was cold. So just to show you some tricks on this job, I couldn't lift the window up out of the bottom. I was able to reach in through the door panel and grab this edge and lift in the front, but not in the back. So I got a piece of tape on it, and I pushed the tape up through this gap here, which was open. And then I pulled the window up, and then I've got the window taped up here, so it's being held for me. So just a little trick there. I don't want it to drop back down. It might hit something way down there and shatter. So this isn't a how-to video at all, but I just thought I would share this emergency repair. I got off work early with the idea being that I could fix my window. See how that slides back and forth? Get my window fixed so I don't have to ride to work tomorrow in the cold. This front one, it's not on the glass. There we go. It's on the glass. I'm going to take the tape off up here. Phew, boy, that tape just barely stuck at this temperature. Now I'm going to see if I can push the window down in the gap. That's moving down some. See, well, I don't know if it'll be all the way down if I move the window all the way up. I don't know if it'll be all the way compressed in there. Putting some pressure on it and holding it. Okay, now I'm going to run it up. Oh yeah, pushing on it hard. That's what I want to see. Now I'm going to leave this set for till tomorrow. And goop adhesive will be dry. It's such phenomenal stuff. It's amazing what you can repair with it. Wow, look at that. The finger's bent in such a way it was never properly installed. Oh, that's what happens in the cold. Well, it wasn't being used anyways. Could it be? Could it be? I've got some new fasteners. Well, let's just look at the fasteners first. Ooh. Button head 1024s by 3/8. 1024 socket heads by 1 3/4. Washers. Stainless washers, all stainless. Beautiful stuff. I just can't help myself. I'm like a guy with a new Harley. He's got to dress it up. Put all that chrome on it. Make himself look like something he's not. Here I am. Of course, this ain't chrome. I actually kind of regard chrome as... Chrome can be tacky. I like a flat black bobber. That's the kind of motorcycle I like. Let's see, let's get a couple of these babies out. Get that box out of here. Let's get these boxes out of the way. Oh, don't you think that looks better? I know, I do. For some reason, I don't think a washer will look good here, so I'm not going to put a washer there. I think these are long enough. Well, yes they are. Check it out. First class. You ever notice how when you try to open these boxes, you're pushing the flap back under the side tabs here, and you end up tearing them a lot of times. And we want to keep our nut and bolt boxes in good order. So how you can do that is where this front tab goes under the side, right there we're seeing the edge of the cardboard on the side tab, is you just put a little screwdriver in there and turn it. So I've turned it like this, turned it with the flat facing me. I went in like this and turned it like this, and then you can lift it right up. So we're going in kind of like a knife blade, turning the screwdriver and lift up the flap. We don't damage our boxes at all. We can close the box, put it back on the shelf, everything remains in good order. I wasn't happy with my last eyelet and how high it was raising this side of the switch up. So I found in my scrap wires this really thin one that has a longer wire section that I can bring up and over here and really improve that and get my plate looking good. So we just cut the old one off. We're going to line solder the new one on here, inline soldering. There we go. I think that's going to lay better. There we go. That's looking mighty fine. Finally ready to mount this belt guard. Got me some new stainless steel button head quarter 20s and some washers out of my assortment of used stuff. They're actually new washers, I believe. This hole here is where I can put a further reduction pulley in. 14mm hole, may have mentioned it before. But a shaft goes in here, a welded plate that runs across, and another shaft sticks up with a pulley on it. And that allows this shaft to move back and forth as you tighten the two pulleys. If I can find an acceptable step pulley for that, I'll probably install it. Is the taper fit? Proper nut for it? No, I didn't buy one of those in stainless steel. But I suppose I could have made one if I wanted to. Baby's on there now. Well, we're getting ready to put her on the post. I want to get a few things in here. We got 2 stainless steel set screws to secure it to the post. And then this is the screw for securing it to the, or for adjusting the tension on the motor. Now I noticed I couldn't thread that in by hand. So I'm going to take this 5/16 18 tap that the Green Titan sent me. And we're going to clean those threads out. Must be something in there. There I feel a little cut going on. Now let's see what happens. Now I want to make a thumb screw for here, and I'm going to make a thumb screw. Yeah, that's going in good enough. I'm going to make a thumb screw out of this fastener. We're going to save that for a later project. And let's see if these holes are clear. Yep, clear as a bell. I don't want those in there very far. They might interfere. I don't have a good shot at that. I still don't have a good shot at it. Let's see here. Now we got her. Reasonable enough. I can feel the other one is retracted above the surface, so that's good. Now I'm not going to see this. I'm not going to see the surface in here for a while. I'm going to go ahead and lube it up with 3-in-1 oil. And the post has already got 3-in-1 oil on it. So I think we're ready to put her on the post. Wow. So nice to see it completed. Well, it's not really completed, but wow, I hit really close. Awesome. Now to get the motor mounted, I believe, would be the next step. Look how poorly these are tapped. That's kind of running off at an angle. Anyways, I can't run that through by hand, so I'm going to clean it up. Guess I need a wrench for that. This one's off in the other direction. These holes very likely could be drilled and tapped by hand when they were made 30 years ago. Time is money, I suppose. Look, I'm getting my fingers dirty. So here's our plate for the motor. Look how big these holes are compared to the screws. And you've got this thing vibrating around on the threads. This is not a happy situation. I believe I'm going to have to do something about that. I got this tab bent. I should have straightened it before I painted the parts. Not a happy situation. I think we're going to have to do something about it. And we will see you in the workshop next time.